Hi guys, Dominator of the World here, doing a commentary video on Empire Total War. This is actually not my battle. It's in spectator mode that I've created, and it is not a download. So this is only temporary, and this will probably be my only spectator mode battle on Empire Total War. But this is actually a battle between Amon 12 and the Prince of Carthage. And Amon told me to do this, to commentate on this battle, and so I did. But I'll elaborate more on that later. So right now I'm gonna say Amon army, and then I'm gonna say Pak's army. Amon has a general's bodyguard, 4 light dragoons, 1 militia, 1 guards, 7 grangers, 6 line infantry. Prince of Carthage has 4 Mamelukes, 6 Beylik Janissary musketeers, 1 Israelis, 1 general's bodyguard, and 7 Nizam first Sidit rifles. I do not know how you pronounce that, so do not judge me. Also, Amon plays as the Austrians, and Prince of Carthage plays as the Ottoman Empire. And I am totally indifferent to who wins, but even though I know. So, the action is going to start in the right flank, Amon's right flank, and Pak's left flank. But you can see that he's marching up his grenadiers, Amon is, and Pak's skirmishers, I'm going to call them that since I can't pronounce their names, have already opened fired, as you can see. So anyways, this spectator mode is, again, not a mod on Empire Total War or anything, but Amon is my friend on Steam, and he sent me his video through a media file, I think, or something like that. And I simply put it into my replay folder, and so I can commentate on it after I record it. So that's basically how you do it if you want to make this, but it's a bit hassling. Anyway, so right now on the right flank, Amon is charging Pak's cav with his light dragoons, or at least he was, but then he stopped. And so Pak is gonna charge his Mamelukes into Amon's light dragoons. So, and right now, I don't know if there's any difference, but I'm actually recording with some new technology called a headset, instead of with the internal mic that I usually record with. I don't know, it just makes me feel all special wearing this. So here's a close-up of all the action, and as you can see, it's moving pretty fast, which is actually really cool. So anyways, here Amon makes a breakthrough through Pak's cav, and he charges the Janissary musketeers. And I don't exactly think that was a smart move, but it wasn't actually a dumb move either. And he does that with his other light dragoon unit too. But that's gonna cause half of his cav force to rout soon, and probably all of them would have routed if Pak had charged both of his cav units into the light dragoons from behind, but he just stopped them, and they ended up getting shot by Amon skirmishers. And as you can see, Amon sent his remainder of his light dragoons on his right flank through Pak's skirmisher lines, and he's managed to rout one, and he goes for the second, but he's not gonna rout it. And this isn't a smart move at all. It's more of a kamikaze, because Pak's musketeers are gonna shoot them dead, like right now. It's gonna cause them to rout. And in case you guys don't know who Amon and Pak are, they're 2 major followers of the Prince of Macedon. So if you check out Palm's channel, then you'll probably see them there. You can also check out my channel. They recently had an argument on it. But anyways, Pak charged his remainder of his Mamelukes into Amon's line infantry, and I'm guessing he tried to copy his move, but was unsuccessful because Amon formed his line infantry into a square. And then by that time his Mamelukes were depleted and couldn't rout those grenadiers. And right here Amon is moving up the rest of his army because Pak isn't. And on the left flank, of Amon Wan, he charged his light dragoons into the Mamelukes. So it's basically just like the right wing, except this time Pak moves his other Mameluke around, sort of, and charges Amon Wan from the side-ish. What I personally would have done is maneuvered my Mamelukes more around Amon Wan so I could charge, my charge would be more effective, and I would charge from the back instead of the side so I could surround him. As you can see, the charge wasn't as effective and didn't have many attack points. So Amon Wan breaks through with his cav again like he did on the right flank, and he charges with his other cav unit, and Pak takes a supposed bait, I'm guessing it is. And Amon Wan's plan was to get his other cav unit to come back and charge from behind, but he sent them too far. As you can see, they're already at the tree line, and they're not going to make it back on time. So, and also, he's shooting his own guys with his Grenzers in the back. So, I'm not sure that's a good way to get your men's loyalty, but, you know, if they're dead, it doesn't matter. So his surrounding plan failed, and he lost both he's going to end up losing both cav units, but he managed to rout one of Pak's Mamelukes, and I think the other one routes, but it's going to be later on in the battle. So, as you can see, Amon Wan has moved up his army, and I'm pretty sure Pak's skirmishers can now fire at them, while his Grenzers can't, because Grenzers have a range of 90, while Nizam First Cadet rifles have a range of 125. So here, Pak has made a weird maneuver. He's sort of slanted his right flank so that he can, I guess, make an appearance of flanking fire on Amon Wan's left. But he's way too far for that. What I would have done, and he also opens his back to Amon Wan's left flank that won the battle. But what I would have done is I would have taken that section, since it's not at all near combat, and I would have destroyed the remainder of Amon Wan's left flank so that it can fully support the rest of the army without any trouble from behind. So the right flank is basically taken by Amon Wan now. There's only one unit of Pak's left there, and it's going to rout soon. And his skirmishers are still fighting, and Pak isn't making any maneuvers, so he's getting flank fired. And right here, Amon Wan's general is getting chased down by the remainder of Pak's Mameluke army, and they're gonna end up, the Mamelukes are gonna end up catching up and charging into them right about now. And Amon Wan's general doesn't die. However, on the other hand, here, Pak's general walks straight into a spike and kills himself, which I find kind of funny. This causes his guys to rout, but the rest of his guard gets shot at point blank range and they die, as you can see. After that, Amon Wan's Grangers and line infantry start to move to the backs of Pak's right flank. And Pak is moving up his skirmishers so that he can start firing, but he's still a bit too far whenever he stops. And I'm calling him Pak because that's his usual abbreviations, and Pak is a lot shorter than Prince of Carthage. So right now, Pak is having some of his skirmishers rout, and he sees this. He's losing the battle a bit, or he's not at a great advantage in a location, so he's gonna completely redirect his army's location, and Amon Wan's gonna do the same before he moves forward. And this is basically the final part of the battle, and it was really boring, so I basically edited it, almost all of it out. So here's the beginning of the ending of the battle, and Amon Wan is moving up his Grenzers so they can fire on Pak's Cadet rifles. So, this is definitely my last battle on Empire Total War, or last commentary battle on Empire Total War for a long while. Because I'm gonna have to uninstall it for room for World of Warcraft, since there's a new patch and everything, and it takes up a lot of space, too much space, and so I just have to uninstall Empire Total War. So you won't be seeing any more of these type of battles, even though this one isn't mine exactly. But yeah, mostly you'll see World of Warcraft battles and Halo battles once I get my capture card. And I couldn't get it today because I found out you could only order it online. So I wasted all my time in those stores. Oh well. So here Amon is gonna attack from the back, finally. Because before he was doing only hit and run tactics, and he was sort of wasting time. And right about now, Amon basically prolonged the battle, because he like outnumbered Pak by 5 units, maybe even 6 by now. So he could have just gone all on with all of his line infantry and everything, but he's only fighting with his skirmishers and guards. And that's prolonging the battle by like 10 minutes. Because the original battle was about 33 minutes. Without all of my fast forwarding through the boring parts. So he could have changed the time significantly. So here, a lot of his units start to rout once Amon does start going all out. So Pak only has this musketeer unit and another one. I think that's over there. Yeah, you can see it, and that's soon about to rout after this next volley because a crap load of them just died. So now this musketeer unit just loses. It just like runs away for no reason. So that's the end of the battle, and Amon 12 wins. And that is a I guess glitch on Empire Total War. It has my Steam name on it whenever it's supposed to be Amon Steam name. And I didn't use their Steam names. I used their YouTube names just because I didn't want to use their Steam names since they're more popular with their YouTube names. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this last Empire Total War videos and look forward to the WoW videos.